What's amazing about Mass Effect is we told this story, we set out to tell this trilogy story originally that was going to span 3 games because there was no way we could build one game to have all of it in there. And so this time though, we want to do something that's more singular, more all-encompassing, more definitive as a story in the Mass Effect universe. We wanted to have a story about an intrepid group of adventurers who leave so much of what we know in the Milky Way galaxy behind and then end up having to forge a new path inside the Andromeda galaxy. That became a very strong spine for everything else that had to happen.
When putting together the plan to create a universe as big as Andromeda, we take from a variety of places. We take from the fans, we take from technology, and we take from kind of our design and our own ambitions.
We have to strike that balance as a BioWare game that we're known for very deep stories, and this is our DNA, the best stories you can play. On one side you got the depth of an RPG, and on the other side you got the dynamism of a good third-person shooter.
One of the things that's most important about Mass Effect is the characters. And so with the cinematics, it was really all about how far can we push the fidelity of the characters, make them as believable as possible, using performance capture, and then with a lot of the other upgrades like HDR and 4K, we were really able to bring those things to life. We wanted to deliver a new experience in a new galaxy with new characters, new gameplay, but we needed to do it in a way that felt familiar to fans who had played the trilogy before.
The technology should be in service to the game. And so that's really what you want to start, is find that sweet spot in between the two. So how do we bring some of the amazing stuff that Frostbite has already in it, and games have really taken great advantage of, and make a spectacular game in outer space on foreign planets with aliens. And this is all new ground for Frostbite. That was like one of the biggest first technical steps. How do we adapt this?
Using Nvidia technologies with Frostbite has allowed us to bring Mass Effect Andromeda on a very, very high-scale visual fidelity level, especially on the PC. So HDR and 4K have allowed us to make levels unlike anything that players have seen before. 4K, the amazing resolution that it provides, gives that level of detail that we've always built into our characters and environments, but we've never been able to actually show on the screen. HDR allows us to do a number of things. Our dark environments and our bright environments, the grading of color in those is so much better. You can see all the subtleties and the minutiae between different pieces of color and different pieces of texture that you can never see before.
On the gameplay side also, HDR increased significantly the readability of the scenes. So you can have a lot of lens flare, explosion, whatever you have, and still see numerous details.
This is going to be one of these games where when you see it on HDR, when you see it in 4K, you're not going to want to go back.
PC has always been a really important thing for us here at BioWare, and Mass Effect Andromeda is no different. When partnering with Nvidia, we're able to take technologies like Ansel to showcase the best and the brightest things that are in Andromeda.
I've loved using Ansel, even as a developer, to capture a lot of the in-game. I've been really impressed with the way you're able to tune the composition of your shot to make it your own.
I want players to go out into the middle of nowhere on these planets and take amazing screenshots and take amazing 3D captures that they can share with their friends and really showcase the beauty of what this game is about.
Working with partners like Nvidia and see, what the HDR can do, what the 4K can do, all those technology, having just fun with Ansel. This has created a number of motivational aspects in our team, and they want to push those boundaries very, very far.
There's just so much new technology that has come in and available to players since we launched our last game that we really want to make sure they have it. The 4K, the HDR, Ansel now. We really want to make sure that Mass Effect puts that forward and gives them a chance to do that. So an enormous thank you to our PC fans. We love you so much. You've been there with us for over 20 years, and we really hope you enjoy Mass Effect Andromeda.